G'day guys. So this is part 3 of the storage series in my Pajero. If you haven't seen the others, just go to my videos and watch 1 and 2 first, probably give you a bit of background. I know it's been DIY up to this point, but I came across these drawers and I couldn't help myself. They're really good value. You get the fridge slide, a drawer, and a little bonus, as I found out. Before I started, I had to remove these aluminium tie-down points that I was using for my fridge. I just had my fridge on the false floor, just sort of static, just fixed. So yeah, I pulled them out, and then went to the back left-hand corner of the car if you're facing in, and I had to remove the Mitsubishi tie-down point that was helping sort of semi-secure the floor in place, because I needed that bolt hole for the drawer. Coming up is all the stuff that you get with a kit. So you get all the bolts just to bolt another drawer on top if you want to stack them, or you can just put the tie downs on top of the fridge slide, which is what I did. There's that bolt hole I needed from the Mitsubishi tie down point, so added a couple of washers to that, bolted that down. That's nice and secure. While I was there, I had a look inside. You can see how beefy all the rollers are on these XTM drawers. They're nice, they slide nice. I feel like it's a really nice build and really secure. The top's carpeted. As you can see, there's bars that run across the bottom to secure it in place. The drawers aren't made for a specific type of car, so you can move them bars wherever you want and bolt them in place into whatever holes you've got available. Because I'm using a false floor, I had to sort of get a screw and then a few washers and build them up, so I can bolt all them bars into my my ply floor that I made in the previous video, as you can see here. While I was looking in the drawer, I actually spotted this thing on the roof of the drawer, and I was thinking, what's that white thing? And so I've fiddled around with it, and it turns out it's actually a table or a chopping board, whatever you're going to use it for. That's it there. So that was a nice surprise when I pulled that out. That could be more solid. It's a little bit flimsy, but it's okay. You can cut on it. Also, these are the stackable. You can stack these drawers, obviously, if you buy 2 of them, which I thought was really cool. And you can still put the fridge on top. Conveniently, the drawer's right next to a power outlet that I'd already put in for the fridge, so the fridge is going to plug into that. But while I had the drawer out and I was looking in, I spotted some light. Turns out Mitsubishi have put all these holes in the floor in the back for whatever reason, probably just to get air through. But I didn't like that because of the dust and water potentially getting in if I go through water crossing. So I used some Celastic and I filled all the holes in. And yeah, as you can see, I went with power in numbers with the screws. So I used screws and some big washers, heaps of them, so that drawer's not going anywhere. And after I finished that, I screwed in these tie down points that came with the kit. I'll strap my fridge down. As you see, the straps, they have to go on a bit of an angle to get back to them tie down points, which I didn't really like. It would have been better if they were further forward, but that's life. Also, I found the lid didn't open fully because the drawer doesn't pull out as far as you'd like. To counteract that, all I did was get a rubber stopper and put it on a piece of string hanging off the zip. So when I want to open the fridge door and not have it, bang down on my fingers or something, I jam it in the jam there in between the lid and the body, so that the lid stays up. So that kind of helps. Bit of a backyard mod there. Anyway, it was a really quick install. The drawers come pre-made, so all you have to do is bolt them in and put the tie-down points on, and that's how it kind of looks. And one more picture there with the chopping board / table pulled out, and that's attached to the fridge slide, so that pulls out even further, which is pretty good. So thanks for watching part 3 of this storage series. Fortunately, the back of the car doesn't look like my garage at the moment. But this is the drawer, the single drawer fitted. It's a pretty good unit, really. So you got your fridge slide, which has a locking pin that you have to lift to be able to pull it out. It's got nice sturdy tie down points. One really cool feature is you can stack the drawers. So if you wanted 2 drawers, you could put one on top of the other. It's got this nice little chopping board that pulls out, which I only just discovered halfway through the build actually, so that was a nice surprise. And of course the main functionality is the drawer, which is lockable. It's huge, fits heaps of stuff in it, and keeps it secure. I guess that tied in nicely with the other mod that I did with the underfloor storage, which if you've got a Pajero, you'll know that whole section usually hinges as one, so if I didn't modify it I wouldn't be able to get to the underfloor section. But now that it is modified, I can fit everything in, and of course it's a bit hard to see, but I've got my compressor, my big battery under there, and everything's nice and secure and snug. Anyway, nice little unit. $4.99 for the unit, but they're always on special, and I managed to get a discount of $200, so it went down to $2.99, just because I was a BCF member, and they just had a sale on for club members, so $2.99 for the drawer and the slide's pretty good value, I reckon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe.